Siri, can you tell me about the Kodak company and what happened after 2012?
Kodak was a famous name in photography and film. It was founded in 1988 and enjoyed immense prosperity throughout the following century. However, the company struggled upon the rise of digital photography, and they were slow to transition to that quickly dominant trend. They eventually filed for bankruptcy protection in January 2012. The company stopped making various products as a risk of the bankruptcy and sold off various patents to other companies, to the tune of $521 million. But the company rose from the ashes in September 2013 and is still in operation.
Siri, can you also tell me the Kodak credit profile based on ratios?
To check the credit risk profile of Kodak, we can discuss first the time interest ratio followed by cash from operation to debt. For Kodak, in 2012, the time interest ratio was -1.5, which means almost no earnings to cover interest, but in 2013, due to the re-emerging, this ratio sharply increased to 18.8. This looks like it had enough money to meet the obligation. However, the ratio went down again and remained around 0.5 in the following years. The bad signal reappears. In terms of the cash from operating to total debt. In 2013, as a re-emerged company, Kodak often relied on their financing to generate cash flows instead of operating. The ratio dropped to -1, and from 2014 to 2017, there was a stable trend and none of them was positive number.
Siri, what are the other ratios important for the credit analysis?
The other ratios will be with the balance sheet figures. The current ratio and liability to equity ratio show the company's ability to pay off its liability with the current assets.
Siri, first tell me about the Kodak's current ratio for the past 6 years with details.
By analyzing the Kodak financial statements from the graph of current ratio, you can see that in 2012 they don't have enough current assets to pay off its debt. They had only 0.78. But in 2013, as they have sold most of their patents, they generated cash. That is the reason for the sudden increase in the current ratio from 0.78 to 2.23. While comparing the last 2 years, 2016 and 2017 with 2015, there is slight decrease in the ratio but not at the risk level.
Siri, continue with the liability to equity ratio of Kodak for past 6 years with details.
Analyzing the liability to equity ratio, Kodak has more ups and downs. Particularly in the year 2016, they had a deficit on their equity of -73 million that made the ratio to have -23.19. The reason is the total value of Kodak assets is less than the total liabilities. After filing the bankruptcy protection in 2012, the Kodak is not making any profit from their operations till 2017. It states that Kodak is at higher risk level of bankruptcy.